Welcome to this year's June 1st. This is the first Sunday of June. Normally, so we have this annual Ching Ming festival a celebration falls on each first Sunday in June each year. So this year would be the 102 years before, and our president, Mr. Lloyd Chang, so he attended for also dozens of years, because this is our overseas Chinese quite important festival that means a lot to us. From all the railroad workers from years ago, they worked here, they left home, they died here, they were buried here, some of them, so they had no relatives, nobody. So now, yesterday, we have our dedicated, hardworking Mr. Wen, Michael, to get all the special food for roasted pork and other food, to celebrate for this most meaningful festival here in Niagara Falls for years. And then he also set up over here, so this year we would have a little ceremony to worship the ancestors, talking about the railroad workers died here. So also we have Fort Erie International School students came here this morning to plant all the flowers for those people buried here, and also for our passed away ancestors here. Our mayor has been supporting us all these years. Mayor Jim.
Ni hao. Thank you, everybody, for being here today. It's a great tradition that we're happy to continue. And joining me here, we have some elected officials. We have our city councilor, Ruth Ann Newestag here. Ruth Ann, thank you. And we also have our regional councilor, our former city councilor and former member of provincial parliament, who's of Chinese descent as well, Kim Crater. Kim, thank you for being here today. And I also want to re-acknowledge JP. He oversees the cemetery to make sure it always looks beautiful. This has been a difficult year because it's been wet and we haven't had a lot of time to cut the grass, but he's done a very good job. Please help me thank JP for all the great hard work they've done. So, Canada is a country of immigrants. We all came from somewhere. 95% of us came from somewhere else. And we're here to celebrate all of our differences. And that's what we love. You preserve your culture, your heritage, your food, your dance. I've been blessed. I've been to China a number of times. I've been all over China, and I've enjoyed so many things. Of course, my favorite was when I got to finally get to the Great Wall. My one trip, they weren't going to take me to the Great Wall. I couldn't believe. I said, I am not leaving China until I get to the Great Wall. So as a child, it's something that I always wanted to do. So today, on behalf of the City Council, I'd like to present this certificate for the Ching Ming Festival and the annual commemoration of all of the Chinese here in Canada. And we send our best wishes to all Chinese around the world. Xie. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, picture? Ruth. Oh, I'm sorry. You want me to come on the side?
Oh, okay.
In the front. He wants us to come on the front.
Oh, okay.
This in front of the podium.
Okay.
Next, Mr. Kim Crater to give us a speech.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's really is a deep pleasure for me to be here. As a regional councilor, I'm pleased to bring greetings from the Niagara region, but more importantly, as someone that is from the Chinese community, my real birth name is Kim Wong, and I never knew my parents, but I always knew I was Chinese. Event going, I've been coming probably for the last 20 years to the event, and it's always special, and it's getting bigger, but we're hoping that more and more young people get involved with it. So thank you, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you very much, Kim. Now, we would like to invite our young generation, Jacqueline, to talk about a little bit about Ching Ming Festival. So what it means, why we do this, and so a little bit background information about this. So Jacqueline, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jacqueline Sadler. My dad is Jack Sadler, who just gave us a speech, and my mom, Nancy Cao, who has been volunteering for our local Chinese association for years. She just gave us a speech. I'm so lucky and so grateful to have the opportunity to be part of this Ching Ming Festival committee as our young generation representative, serving and spreading awareness of our cultural tradition through Instagram and other social media. The Ching Ming Festival is also called Tomb Sweeping Day, and it is a traditional festival and an important day of sacrifice for most people to go and sweep tombs and commemorate our ancestors. It has a history of over 2,500 years, and on this day, tomb sweeping is one of the most important and popular activities to show respect to our ancestors, and is a time for people to go outside and start enjoying the greenery of spring. There are various activities for the Ching Ming Festival, such as flower planting, food offering, incense burning, kite flying, and putting willow branches on gates. And so people often participate in a sport to ward off the cold in anticipation of the arrival of spring. The Ching Ming Festival integrates both reverence and fun through its customs since the beginning. They pray before their ancestors' graves and then beseech them to bless their families. However, this custom has been greatly simplified today, especially in cities where mostly flowers are presented to the dead relatives with prayers. On May 20th, 2006, the festival was listed as one of the first national intangible cultural heritage events. As both a Chinese and Canadian citizen, I honor this Chinese cultural tradition with all my heart and for many years to come. Thank you very much.
So next, we would invite our City Council representative, Ruth Ann, to say a few words. Hi, Ruth. First time for Ruth to be here.
Yes. Yes, thank you very much. It is, as city councilor, I'm very proud of it, and it is my first time being here. I've known about it, but for some reason I just never got here. I want to say on behalf of my fellow councilors, what a great thing you're doing, and that we're so lucky to have the cemetery staff here to do this for you. I'm also, besides the city council, I'm also a funeral director. So this is very near and dear to me. And I can't say how much it means to me that you take the time to come back, to come out and to honor your loved ones that have gone before us. It is so special. And it's something very unique to your community, and something it would be nice if other communities learn from your tradition. So be proud of what you're doing. It's honorable. And thank you very much for coming and doing this for them. Thank you.
So next, we want to invite the cemetery manager, new manager JP, to say a few words for us. We are so thankful, grateful for his leadership in this cemetery to have prepared this nice place for us to have today's celebration. JP, please.
Good afternoon. I would just like to take this opportunity to thank Loy for inviting me to speak here today. I've had the privilege of participating with the cemetery for the past 7 years, but this year is particularly meaningful as I now stand before you as the new manager of cemetery services for the city of Niagara Falls. Over the past few months, Loy has graciously shared with me some of the rich history of the Chinese community here in Niagara Falls and across Canada. I've come to deeply appreciate the resilience, dedication to family, and the deep respect for heritage that your community represents. Today we come together to celebrate the Ching Ming Festival, a tradition that has endured for over 2,500 years. It is both inspiring and moving to see this time-honored practice continuing here in our community as families gather together to remember and pay tribute to their ancestors. It is especially powerful to witness the planting of 200 red geraniums. These flowers are more than just beautiful, they are rich in symbolism, representing good luck, protection, and remembrance. Placing them on the gravesides is a meaningful way to honor your ancestors and invite positive energy. This celebration is ultimately about honor and respect. As we move forward in our lives, I encourage all of us to take a moment like this to pause, reflect, and remember those who have come before us. Let us continue to carry their legacy with pride and gratitude. Thank you.
Thank you very much, JP. That's a very touching, very nice speech. We really appreciate it. Thank you, and thank you for your support. So next, we would invite Mr. Paul Liu. He is the principal of Fort Erie International Academy. So he organized, this is the third year for him to organize the students, they are mostly from China, to come here like early this morning to plant the flower.
Thank you, Nancy. It's a great honor for us at Fort Erie International Academy to be here today. along with a group of students from China, to take part in this solemn memorial. We are here to remember and pay tribute to the thousands of Chinese railway workers who, over a century ago, contribute greatly and often at the cost of their lives to the building of the Canadian Pacific Railway. 这些先人们啊，他们在这个加拿大这个地方呢，面对这个艰难的险阻啊，不仅为那个家国的交通奠定了基础，也为今天我们在华人社区在加拿大呢，生存和发展打下了深厚的根基。So their hard work, resilience, and sacrifice not only helped shape the infrastructure of this country, but also laid the foundation for the Chinese Canadian community we see today. 我也特别想对咱们在这儿的中国学生说啊，你们现在在这片土地上学习生活是非常幸运的，但你们肩上呢也承载着这个责任和希望。愿你们传承先辈的精神，努力学习，勇敢前行，为自己也为社区创造美好的未来。To our Chinese students, you are fortunate to be here today, enjoying opportunity that your ancestors never had. But with that comes a responsibility to honor their legacy by working hard, pursuing your dreams, and contribute to a stronger, more inclusive society. 让我们一起铭记历史，缅怀先人，珍惜今天，创造未来。Let us remember their sacrifice, honor their spirit, and continue to build a future rooted in the gratitude, strength, and unity. Thank you.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you very much for your support. So next, we would invite our president, Mr. Loy Chang.
Welcome to the Niagara Falls Chinese Community Annual Ching Ming Festival. My name is Loy Chang. Ching Ming is a Chinese tradition. In China, it is a public holiday, and for the Chinese celebrating Ching Ming Festival, even more than 2,500 years ago. We celebrate the Ching Ming Festival in this cemetery. Today it marks 102nd years, and this is my 61 time attending. 我係張來如，清明節掃墓呢係中國人嘅優良傳統，有2500年嘅歷史啦。本來清明節呢係在中國嘅月曆呢係3月，由於加拿大嘅天氣冷，清明拜祭先橋呢改咗係6月第一個禮拜星期日。在錦繡墓園拜祭先橋呢，今年呢係102年嘅週年㗎啦。我今天出席呢個活動呢，已經係61次㗎。Thank you to our guests and supporters who are celebrating with us today. Mayor Jim Diodati and Regional Council Kim Quades and Lucian and from Patterson Funeral Home. Thank you, the Fourville Cemetery Manager, JP, and his staff helping to organize the Ching Ming Festival with us. And thank you for Erie International School volunteer with clean up the gravestone and planting the flowers. Also, thank you Peter and his team taking the photo and the video for this event. And please go to our website for more information to see the photo and the video. Okay, go to the website. From 2007 to 2025, 18 years, our Ching Ming Festival celebration. And our website is www.niagarafallschingming.com. www.weebly.com OK 如果你哋有 interest 咧，嗰個 website 嘅 information 咧喺呢度，喺上嚟呢度攞。And we have some souvenir to give our volunteer and friends attending from different countries. Right now, I'd like to ask Alan Lang and his daughter. I come from San Francisco. Alan and your daughter, come here. And Jim, you want to give some... Also, is Brian Lang. He is come from San Francisco too. And Paul Liu, a principal from International School. Another one, 郭小花喺中國嚟嘅，郭小花，郭小花。And also the city, the mayors get some pins. Who wants some pins? You can come and get it, okay?
大家好，我们是加拿大伊利堡学校的老师和学生，每年这个时候我们都到这里来，跟大家一起来缅怀100年前到加拿大的这些中国人。我们一方面感激他们曾经给我们带来，给我们建立，把这中国文化带到这里来。另外呢，给我们奠定一个非常好的在加拿大的一个基础。那么今天我们的老师跟学生到这里来，也承载了他们的希望。我们也希望呢，在加拿大呢，把中国人在加拿大呢更好的融入这个社会，成为社会的一部分。不仅让我们个人在加拿大的生活成功，而且呢，能够为中加文化，还有中加友好，还有为我们将来的世世代代的孩子们在加拿大的发展，来更加奠定一个美好的基础，让他们把这个中国的根在这边扎下来，成为这边的一部分，最终实现呢到加拿大的一个幸福的生活的开始。好。
大家好，我是 Rosa， 我是伊利堡国际学校的学生，很荣幸能参与到今天的活动中，感谢尼亚加拉华人社区给了我这个机会。我在活动过程中也了解了我们在这边的历史，知道我们今天华人能在加拿大有这样的地位和成就，实属来之不易。我们还要感谢100年前，第一批来这里的前辈们。很荣幸参与到这次活动。
大家好，我是查理，特别感谢呢，今天有机会能来到参加这个活动。我觉得这是一件呢非常有意义的事情，因为呢，我也了解了这个加拿大华工在历史时间内修习铁路的这个故事。我也知道，就是这个修建的过程其实是一个特别艰辛的一个故事，基本上每隔一小段距离呢，就会有华工失去生命。所以说，我想说的就是，特别感谢他们在当年能够忍辱负重，为我们前进，然后呢，为我们铺就了今天的幸福。然后我觉得今天也是一场特别有意义的扫墓活动，让我觉得收获很多。谢谢。
大家好，我是安一潇，我是伊利堡国际学校的一名毕业生，然后很开心也很荣幸今天能够来到这里参加这个活动。我在这里收获了很多，就比如说我了解到了一些关于之前的历史，还有一些团队合作方面的问题，就是收获了很多。
大家好，我叫 T， 我是伊利堡国际学校的一位学生。我今天很荣幸来到这里，然后也很感激前辈对我们做出的贡献。
My name is Reese, and I live from San Francisco.
Take a picture.
So we all stand around this area to take a group photo. So after that, then we will have all the food. So for the special Ching Ming Festival celebration.
撳呢度得㗎啦，嚟得㗎啦，最緊要願意，最緊要願意。係得，點樣擺啊？提高頭，所有天地凌神。係。哇！真係有冇撳到？
撳咗好多啊！Cameraman Peter. So he's very experienced. So he has been volunteering for taking pictures, videos for us for so many years. Thank you, Peter.
係啊，你嗌嗰啲老人家抽獎㗎喎，我冇㗎啦。1、2、3，俾個笑容哦。呀！得啦。搞掂。Wait. Everybody stay.